When people think of Japan, they might think of Tokyo. Lights, robots, high-tech, bustling big cities. Been there, done that, and that part of Japan truly is great, but what else does Japan have to offer? So we set off on a 2-week road trip in a rented camper van to see nearly the entirety of Japan to find out for ourselves what else there is to see and do in Japan. After 15 days and 9 SD cards of footage, here we are to show you Japan off the beaten path.
Shortly after landing and picking up our van, we began our trip by driving straight through the heart of Japan's capital city, Tokyo.
Good morning, everybody. We're tired and cold.
Good morning.
First day of our van adventure. We probably had the best view we'll ever have waking up in the van today.
Starting the trip with Mount Fuji only seemed right since it serves as the world-renowned sacred symbol of Japan. Standing at 12,388 feet tall, Fuji-san is an active volcano that dominates everything else in the country's skyline. Mount Fuji is surrounded in cultural history. From artwork to religion, the volcano has mesmerized humans for generations and will continue to draw crowds from around the globe for generations to come.
We are about maybe halfway, maybe a third. I don't really know how far we have left today, but it's only 10 a.m. We got to see all of the area south of Fuji, and now we're at some sand dunes. I don't remember the name. We just kind of found this on the way. We thought it would be cool and wanted to get a chance to stretch our legs because today is one of our biggest days of driving. We're going to make it to Nagoya by lunch, grab some food, and then we have to go still west of Nagoya for our final destination today, which I also forget the name of. I just kind of told Dan all the things I wanted to see, and then he planned the trip. Where are we going today?
I forget the name of the national
park. Dan forgets it too, oh well. But we're gonna end up making it really far, I think, for the first 2 days especially. Something's wrong with our van heater, so we kind of froze last night. Hopefully we can get it fixed but before we get up north, because if we don't, then we might not go up north. I don't know, it's not really that much of a temperature change up north. It's just more snow. The driving has been a lot of fun, getting to see Japan. So everyone thinks we're like a little crazy for doing all this in 2 weeks, but honestly, we're still getting to see a lot of Japan, even though we don't have that many stops on our list, just by driving the whole country. Almost the whole country. I think this is especially fun because we haven't done a road trip in like 3 years because we've lived on an island.
just where he was needed. Gleaming black as night.
Good morning, everyone. I think we're in Wakayama Prefecture. We're going to see a waterfall and a bunch of waterfalls today. We've spent most of the time driving, so today's goal is to not be in the car all day, even though we're still going to be in the car for like 7 hours.
But your face remained the same. The swallows will be here by dawn. When we're finally sober, they'll be gone. The trees will bloom and ice will melt. We'll always remember how it felt. A significant life, just what it was needed.
I am now the co-pilot of this adventure after more than 1,200 kilometers of driving over 3 days. But I'm very depressed because of this ridiculousness. Because I went from having lots of legroom to now only having this little tiny bit of legroom. Alright, this is our land now.
Wow.
We're gonna live right here.
Hello, everybody. We just got back from our hike at Akame? It's right in front of me. Akame. We didn't make it as far as we wanted to because it's getting dark, and they said we had to turn around at 3:30. And we got some mochi from this little old guy in his little souvenir store. It was the only one open, so we went in to get a snack. Anyway, we've had a busy day of walking and driving, and now we're looking for a place to go to an onsen or take a shower or something, and then we have like 3 more hours in the car. So much driving, and we knew we were gonna drive a lot, so we're not like upset about it. Driving at night though is just no fun because you can't see anything. Oh, and then we had the best lunch ever. At least like best non-traditional Japanese lunch. It was like this little organic vegan shop in the middle of nowhere, and it was so delicious. We both got burgers and dessert. And find a nice place to camp. We're gonna camp by a castle and then have castle for the sunrise, and then back to Hiroshima. We don't normally go places twice, but Hiroshima is one of them. I'll leave the full video from when we went a few months ago up here. Do you want to say anything?
Yeah.
Oh, you do?
No, that's all.
That's all, folks.
Yeah. Just sitting here doing onsen research, trying to find somewhere to go get a bath. Haven't bathed in 3 days. It's not even a joke.
Good morning from Kinojo Castle.
This castle is believed to be the first castle ever built in Japan during the 7th century. Kinojo Castle is believed to be the first castle ever built in Japan. But whoever was in charge at the time commissioned 12 castles to be built, and it was believed that this was the first one finished. It was built sometime in the 7th century. Yeah, they've excavated it into the early 2000s, and they built this.
Wow. We were kind of sad from the rain, and now there's rain on the lens. Oops. But it made for some really cool photos because like it's really foggy down in the valley. I'm still sad for the rain because now I'm soggy. So we're gonna head back to the car. Let's go.
The city of Hiroshima had such an impact on me personally that I felt I needed to briefly tell its story. On August 6, 1945 at 8:15 a.m., global history changed forever when the United States ushered in a new era of war through the first ever nuclear attack. An estimated 70,000 people were killed during the blast, with the total death toll rising to 140,000. There is some controversy surrounding the bombing, with the Allied forces saying that the bombings of Hiroshima and 3 days later Nagasaki led to the hastened surrender of Japan, ultimately saving the lives of thousands, if not millions. But historians believe that even if the bombings never occurred, Japan was still on the path to surrender. Experiencing these now bustling cities firsthand takes you beyond the history books. They have risen from the ashes and stand as a reminder to the world that no matter what you believe, we must strive to listen to the message of the survivors, and that we shall not repeat this evil.
Hello everybody. We just got back from a delicious lunch of okonomiyaki.
600 meters. Turn left.
We went to the same okonomiyaki place we went to when we came to Hiroshima a few months ago because it's delicious and it's like one of the only vegan ones in the city. So that's pretty exciting.
And it's the #1 rated in the city.
And it's the #1 rated.
And it was the top 30 restaurants in all of Japan in 2015 and 2017.
Wow.
I learned that while I was peeing in the airport.
Oh wow. So they have like a fact sheet?
Yep.
Wow. I'm glad we visited. It was very beautiful spring day with the cherry blossoms, and it finally got sunny. And now we have a 4-hour drive to Kyushu,
Hi. Oita.
Oita Prefecture, Oita City. Fingers crossed we find a really cool camp spot. We'll see.
See if we're allowed to camp there. That's the real problem.
Yeah.
It's not that it's not going to be cool.
Yeah. We just drove 4 hours to Oita Prefecture. We didn't make it all the way to Oita City. We're in Beppu, which is close enough. But we went to the Fragrance Museum, which was really cool. We learned about the history of like perfumes and soap fragrances and essential oils and stuff. So that's kind of neat. And the highlight was supposed to be making your own perfume, but I guess it was closed. We weren't really sure. And now it's dinner time before we wrap up the evening at an onsen. This evening will be nice and relaxing because last night we didn't get in till like 11:30 and it was dark and spooky, and today it's gonna be different. We're gonna enjoy our evening.
We're still going to get in when it's dark.
Yeah,
But not to a spooky place.
I don't know. Volcano is kind of spooky.
Oh yeah, spoiler alert, we're going to a volcano.
Oh, but all these towns are like built on mountains down toward the ocean, and then behind them are volcanoes.
Which seems like a design flaw.
Yeah, like what if the volcano erupts?
Oh, gotta turn this.
Oh, does that mean avocado?
Oh good, it has a bolt on that side. Ready to dive in?
I guess so.
It's gonna be fun. We have an hour. After doing some research on our drive, I learned that the city of Beppu is the hot spring capital of Japan, so I figured we would pause our trip to take them in firsthand before continuing on to our camping spot for the night. That's all for this episode. Don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe so you can be notified for the next episode of our road trip across Japan.